I don't know why this is going so fast, but good evening, everybody. It is 10:20. I'm at work. Um, Remember when I was telling you about the klonadin and the Celexa, and when I took it, how bad it made me feel? Well, I looked it up, and it actually takes 25 hours. That's the long shelf life that klonadin has when it goes into your body. And I took 2 milligrams of that. One supposed to be twice a day, but I took it both at the same time. About 2 hours after I took the Celexa, which I was doing fine on the Celexa until I mixed it with the klonadin. Worst mistake I ever did. I knocked it out. I went to sleep, no problem. But when I woke up, it fucked me all up. As a matter of fact, I got everything mixed up. I didn't take it on the train. I wasn't on the train. I didn't take it. See, that's how fucked up my thoughts were. I really thought that I had took the Celexa on my way to the doctor's and the klonadin, and I didn't. That's how fucked up my mind was from the klonadin that I had my timing all mixed up. I didn't take anything with me because I didn't get the prescription yet. That's how fucked up that klonadin had me, that I couldn't even think straight. Until I finally thought about it, I said, wait a minute, I didn't take anything. This was after I got home. That's when I took the prescription. And, or did I? Or did I? I just don't remember. It was such a mess. But I do remember one thing. That shit had me fucked up. There's no other way to put it. I never felt like that before. It was so horrible. I mean, if you would have saw the video I took when I was actually on it, you could tell. Anybody that was seeing my videos but hardly get no views would say, that girl is fucking high. Yes, I was high, but it wasn't one of those high where I was enjoying it. It was a high that was just too much for me. It was awful. I tried everything. Even I said I wasn't going to do the kratom. I did it this morning to see. It helped a little bit, and I wasn't greedy with it. I just took a half a teaspoon, like 3 grams of the red top. And when I took it, yes, the klonadin and the the Celexa, it stopped. Well, I don't know if it stopped working. It was still in my system, but the kratom helped me a lot to get my thoughts back together. It helped me for a little while. And the onset was great. Within 15 minutes, I managed to go to the store, get my eggs, get my everything. I managed to make my breakfast, which before I took it, I couldn't move. I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't do anything. I woke up at 7, and I always stay up. I couldn't stay up. That klonadin had me really messed up. And I blame it on the klonadin because since when I took that really upset me. And I said to myself, I can't be on this. And I called the doctor. He said, oh, you're going to feel like that for a couple of days, maybe 4 or 5 days, and then it'll start kicking in. I was like, I can't run around with my eyes half shut looking like I'm fucking high. I said, this is too much for me. So he said, oh, when you come in next month, we'll talk about it. Ain't no talking about it. I'm going to take it, lock it up with the rest of my other shit, lock it up, and put it away. There was only one more thing for me to do to make my senses come back. People probably think I don't take my sobriety serious, but I do. But I always say I'll do anything not to have that feeling, and I did. And I don't even want to talk about it, but I thought I had a chippier kratom, but I did it 5 days. But like I said, the kratom was so weak Like, it's every time I'm doing the tea, and that never happens, I'm left with residue behind. Like, I even boiled it to death, and I still get that it's not fresh. And some of it's been there for 30 days. So I took the red tie because I heard something about it. And I said, maybe this will help me. And I took just enough. I wasn't greedy. And I took it, and it helped me immensely. It gave me an appetite, which that's what I was looking for. And I ate, went to the store, came back. But it only lasted for about an hour. And then I got that head back again from the Celexa, and the klonadin came rolling back again. So within 2 hours of doing that red tie, I did it again, hoping that it would help. I tried to sleep, couldn't sleep, but it made me relax a lot. And it took away a little bit of that feeling. And then I just kept looking up klonadin and the withdrawals and how long it takes. And one person wrote it takes 1 to 2 days to get addicted. I don't believe that. I think you have to be at least maybe 5 to 10 days before you get addicted. I believe that's how addictive it is. But 1 day is not going to make me addictive. And it did say that it has a shelf life to it, which means it takes about 25 hours to come out of your system. So imagine staying on that shit for 25 hours the way I felt. I thought I wasn't going to make it to work. If it wasn't for the kratom, I wouldn't have made it to work. And finally, around 8 o'clock, 7:30, it started dying down. The feeling went away. I got left with a giant headache. I took 2 Tylenols for arthritis. It got rid of the headache. I feel much better now. And I won't be touching that shit. That shit is for the... I mean, whoever heard you telling the doctor you're done with the opiates and he fucking hands you a benzo. All because I told him the anxiety. I'm in my second phase, which means my second phase, I've been getting a lot of cravings to do the Suboxone again because mentally it has me all fucked up in the head. He goes right along and gives me klonadin. I said, I take klonadin. He said, no, you take klonadin. And klonadin is not klonadin. Klonadin is for the anxiety. I wasn't taking that like I was supposed to. I just started taking that when I started withdrawing because every time I take it when I get a headache, and when I get anxiety, that's when I was taking it more. I don't think I took enough to get a chippy off of it because if I did, I would be suffering right now. So there is a difference between klonadin and klonopin. But I could have sworn on the thing said clonazepam. But from the withdrawals that people were talking about, I don't seem to have them. But as I get clean, the headaches tend to get worse. But the headaches subsided after about 3 or 4 days ago. I stopped getting headaches. When I started on the klonopin, I got a giant fucking headache. Wow, you guys. I can't believe my doctor would offer me a benzo after that. He doesn't know. He was surprised when I told him I read up on everything. I read up on opiate, and I told him that shit you told me about riding a bike, that's bullshit. I couldn't even brush my teeth. I said I went through brutal withdrawals, doctor. Did he speak to me about the effects of it? Did he tell me anything about the effects of klonopin? No, he just wrote it out and said, no, this will help you. Being that you having thoughts about getting high after being clean for almost 60 days, you're still facing relapse mode. Like, you could relapse at any time. So the klonopin will help you with the anxiety, which will pretty much cut that shit out where those thoughts and all that. Of course they will, because I'll be too fucking sedated. Too fucked up to be thinking about it. Well, I looked it up, and I don't like nothing that I hear about it. And I'm trying to look for my old jars of klonadin to make sure that that's what I was taking, because the pills look exactly the same. But he gave me other pills the month before, and they look like the same pills, like clonazepam. But something told me not to take those. I started taking the green ones, the ones that I always take. I took those. I thought they were another generic. That's why I got the blues and the light green. So I kept on with the light green. Something told me to take the light greens. And I mixed them all together, thinking they were the same thing. And I don't think they are. And he upped it 2 milligrams. I said, why would he do that? And anyway, I only take that when I get anxiety or whatever, but I'm going to look up Celexa and see what they say about that. I should have just not taken the klonopin, because the Celexa seemed to be, well, it made me feel a little better as far as the depression. But when I started taking the klonopin, that's when everything just went haywire. And I tell you, I don't want nothing to do with that. If you get off opiates, what fucking kind of doctor would put you back on a benzo? What if and I'm telling him, I looked at all the videos. I looked at everything that I could find about opiates and shit. But I guess when he gave me the klonopin, he probably didn't think I knew about it, but I really didn't. I just know that it helped you. But I also know that the klonadin also helps with withdrawals and anxiety, but they're not klonopins, which they even express during the opiate withdrawal not to exceed not even 10 days on the klonopin. As a matter of fact, 10 days is too much. Only take it when you're really, really doing bad. So I'm going to give my body a rest. I know I keep saying it, but starting tomorrow, I took 2 cups of the red just to calm me down from the fucking klonopin. And I didn't really want to do it, but there was nothing left in the house for me to do but the Suboxone. I didn't want to go that way, so the reds helped me by calming me down. It did give me a little energy, but it only lasted for half an hour. But it was enough, because I wasn't hungry or nothing, couldn't get out of bed. So I said, let me make a cup of this. Right away, I got hungry. Right away, I got up. Right away, I took a shower. I ate, did everything. And then the feeling came back again. I said, how long is this going to last? And when I looked, it says it has a shelf life. And then once you take it, it lasts about 25 hours. Could you imagine that? I took it last night before I went to bed. I took it at 10 o'clock. I was still fucked up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. All the way until I left the house. Then I took another cup of fucking red Thai to see if I felt much better. Which, it didn't help as much, but it did help a little bit. And it got my head a little straighter. And I managed to make it to work, but I don't take Risperdal anymore because I could sleep just fine. I just hope to God I didn't catch any other opiate addiction. I don't think so. That was my first time taking it. I took 2 milligrams. Somebody said it takes 1 to 2 days to get hooked. And then I started counting the hours. Oh my God, it's 24 hours. That's only 1 day. Could you imagine taking a pill lasting a whole fucking day? From 10 o'clock last night all the way to 7 o'clock tonight, I wasn't myself. And it took 2 cups of fucking kratom to get my shit together. I had to do that, or else I don't know what would happen. But guys, never again will I do that. Never. My doctor, he's a nice doctor, but I think I think he's a walking drugstore. I don't think he thinks that it's important for me to stay drug free, and he still gets me a benzo, which he knows. He has to know if I take that long enough, I will get a fucking chippy from it, and I will get fucking addicted to it to the point where I have to go to him every month so he could write a script. He don't know how bad that affects you. And for what I'm seeing in some stories is that the people, even still after withdrawing, and it's an awful withdrawal, still their head and everything is fucked up. Now I'm trying to get my brain started, and he's fucking my whole brain back up. I don't think he's for my best interest. He said he'll write out my prescription for my psych medication. I don't have to go downstairs, but I'm going to see if I can sell these klonopins. I don't care who hears it. But I ain't going to sell it to nobody on YouTube. Nobody listens to me on YouTube anyway. I got like 2 viewers. And sometimes they ring my bell when they want me to hear one of their fucking stories or one of their fucking new Kratom shit that came out. Like, if I'm going to buy Kratom the rest of my life. Don't get me wrong, I will buy it. But I need my body to be really clean of Kratom so I could feel it all over again. And the ones I would buy would be the Magnada and the white Magnada. Those seem to be my 2 favorites right now. I didn't try anything. I like those, but I need my body fresh. I want my body to be at least 3 months before I buy it again. So I'm not going to have anything to do with benzos or klonopin or nothing. And I'm hoping not to need the other ones for anxiety, but they worked so well on me. They calmed me down so much. I never had anxiety till I quit this shit. And I'm praying all the way to God to give me the strength to take that away from me, because I believe in my higher power. And I need him so bad now. I don't need another doctor shoving shit down my throat. And I have to be the one to suffer. I don't want to suffer anymore. And I hope what I have done, I am forgiven, but I'm just destroying myself. And I have to stop beating myself up. Bad enough the world beats you, and you're going to finish yourself off. No. He said that he says that psychologically I'll be all right by June. I guess he says that because of the Celexa, but whatever. He said you'll be fine. Give it another 3 months and you'll be back to yourself. He said mentally. If he knew that much about withdrawals and how long it would take for me to get all my shit back together, he said 6 months. He said, I give it till June and you'll start feeling your head and your brain back together again. Right now you're in a fog and you're in post-acute, which could lead to a relapse, which he's absolutely correct about that. That's why he gave me the Celexa, because I told him the depression was hitting me harder since I got off the drugs. And I'm tempted to use. So he also gave me the klonopin. And I guess that's to sedate my ass. Like, I got a fucking job. I can't go to my job with my eyes on my fucking floor. Or I can't even move. I can't. No. I don't want. I suggest to anybody, don't get on klonopin. Look the shit up. If you look it up, if you don't believe the stories and think you're Superman and want to try it yourself, then go ahead and do it. But you're on your own. It's a big risk to take that. Try to deal with your anxiety another way, or try supplements or something, but don't get on klonopin. It's the worst fucking thing. That's a benzo. I don't want to be involved with that. I gave my body a good cleanser with charcoal and I lost about 4 inches on my stomach, and I don't have that full gassy feeling anymore. As a matter of fact, taking the klonadin, I could feel my stomach being all upset all over again with acid, and I was like, no. I worked too hard to get where I'm at. I cleansed my body to take all those toxins out of my body, and then I'm putting back that shit in my body. I felt it in my stomach. I said, oh man, not again. Not again. And I have to take a thing that I take for my stomach when my stomach is upset. It's like an acid reflux type of thing. And since I cleansed myself, I haven't been feeling that acidy feeling, but you have to be careful what you eat. I ordered this thing called Active View, and it's a probiotics with 32 different strains in it, more potent than the ones you get in the store. And since I can't really digest my food, this is going to help me get my stomach back in order where I can be able to eat and eliminate my food the right way so it doesn't get stuck in my gut or anything. Oh, what a relief that was. I haven't felt this good in about 4 years as far as my stomach is concerned. 4 long fucking years. I've been carrying that excess weight, that gassy feeling, that big stomach holding me down. I don't feel like that anymore. And I thank the charcoal. And I'm going to do that every 6 months to cleanse myself out. Try and stop smoking. I smoked a Newport today. I bought about 3 Lucy's. I'm still trying to deal with it, but I haven't bought a pack of cigarette in like 7 days. I bought about 5 Lucy's altogether. But the other day it wasn't meant for me to smoke because I had a meeting and I bought 5 of them and I lost them on my way to the meeting, and I looked everywhere, they were gone. It wasn't meant for me to smoke that day, so I dealt with the pipe. So I'm down to this much, which probably tomorrow I'm going to stop at the thing and get my 3 milligrams, start on that. Then I'm going to ask him about the filter to this because I want to know when this, does it go with another filter? Because the one I first bought had an extra filter in it. But this one just came like that, no directions, no nothing. So I'm going to ask him, does this need a filter? When do I change the filter? Or, you know, how does it go? Or do I ever change it? I don't know. So once this is 6 milligrams, once I get finished with this, it'll be 3 milligrams. So I've been really smoking up a storm with this one because I've been smoking a pack a day. So when this one is done, which probably tomorrow is my day off, I'll probably take a walk over there and get me another bottle. It'll be the 3 milligrams. Depending if it's a good sale, I'll get the 3 and then the 1 milligram. I don't know. But my house don't smell like smoke anymore. But when I lit a cigarette, my dog, he started coughing. He hasn't done that in a while. And I've been drinking a lot of water. And I've been going to the bathroom 3 times a day like I'm supposed to. Before I couldn't do this. Now I do it. I replenish my body like I'm supposed to. Because I'm dehydrated. Somebody told me my skin looked really good the other day. I was like, really? You'd be surprised what water does to you. But doing that klonadin set me back. When I go back next month, I'm going to tell them I don't want that. As a matter of fact, when I'm done here, I'm going to look up Celexa. See what's going on with that. Even when I took my B12, I couldn't shake that Celexa off. I can't picture myself taking that every day and feeling that shit for 24 hours. Now, could you imagine taking that every day and that's just staying with you for 25 hours, and then you do another one the following morning? That's 50 hours. It takes too long to come out of the body. I'm not getting a chip you off. I'm not doing that. On that note, I'm really enjoying this. So I'm going to cut this video short because I'll probably go take me a nap, which I pretty need much. And I'm feeling okay. I hope for the next 3 days I'll feel better. I'm definitely going to hold myself to not taking any kratom. I took it today because I thought it was going to help with the klonadin, which it did. I took 2 cups of it back to back at 2 hours later because the feeling came back strong. Oh, thank God it's over. It's over. That's all I got to say. It's over. No more klonadin. I'm going to look up Celexa and really see what that shit is all about. See you later. Bye.